Script here with another video, and in this particular case I want to address the way that Darth Vader has been handled, particularly by Disney, but with some other stuff as well, and the opinion that I have that with Darth Vader less is more. Now, if we look at his screen time throughout the original trilogy, right? So he pops up in A New Hope, and he literally was only in that movie for 9 minutes and 15 seconds. And A New Hope is a 2-hour movie. Then in Empire Strikes Back, he's only in it for 13 minutes and 15 seconds, and that's another 2-hour movie, over 2-hour movie. Return of the Jedi, he's in it for 14 minutes and 45 seconds, and that's well over 2 hours. Return of the Jedi. So you add all that together, it's a grand total of 37 minutes and 15 seconds throughout the entire trilogy, which is over 6 hours long, which gives him a grand total of 9.9% of the total original trilogy he's actually in. Now, one of the things I wanted to bring up is I did a video a few days ago about what Gary Kurtz had to say in 1999 about the actual original plan before The Empire Strikes Back came out for the 9 movies that him and George had discussed. It wasn't written in stone or anything like that. It's a very interesting situation. If you're interested, you can obviously go and watch that. It tells you that the original plan was not for Anakin Skywalker or Darth Vader to have been shown turning from good to dark and being sort of the Space Jesus character that George made him in the long run, which I personally believe was done because Vader was extremely marketable. If you're going to do a prequel and people know what the ending is going to be, it has to be pretty interesting. And when you've got the most iconic villain of all time and you make a prequel, people would be into it. Having a prequel about just Obi-Wan training to become a Jedi, which was one of the, I believe it was episode 2's main plot, is not as interesting. It's not. So I can kind of see why George did it, but I think that's why he did it. And I'm saying all that to say because when you look at 9 minutes and 15 seconds in A New Hope, or in the original Star Wars in 1977, that kind of lends credence to the idea that there wasn't this plan to have Darth Vader being like the main character of Star Wars necessarily, right? Because it's like he barely put him in it. Now, having said that, the amount of time he's in it is great in the sense that it has so much impact, but not a whole lot of time. If you look at the prequels, I mean, Anakin just completely dominates in terms of screen time. In Rogue One, he got about 15 minutes. Rogue One's well over 2 hours. He got about 15 minutes in Rogue One, so not a lot there either. They kept that fairly consistent. A little more, but not much. And all that to say, I think with Darth Vader, less is more. And I also don't think he should ever be in anything other than movies. I really don't. I think you look at, for example, when he's in Kenobi, like it's kind of laughable. Like he's in it way too much. He's acting kind of stupid. Like the scene where he goes around and like starts snapping the necks of villagers and stuff. You're like, why are you doing that? Like, why are you even there? You're Darth Vader. You're supposed to be like off somewhere doing like extremely important things, not just following your Inquisitors around. And the thing that scene really bugged me was that first the Inquisitors walk in and they're kind of, harassing people. But then as soon as Vader comes in, they stand off to the side and then he's the one doing all the dirty work with the people in the village. Like I said, snapping their necks and stuff. And you're like, why are you guys just standing there? He should be the one standing there and telling you what to do. Or actually, he shouldn't even have to tell you what to do. You should be expected to do it. And if you don't do it, he's going to snap your neck, which is what he did in the original trilogy to all the officers all the time. So I just don't like that. I don't even like him on TV. When they purchased Star Wars, they purchased the most iconic villain of all time. It's the type of a situation where you are afforded the ability to use him very selectively. And when you use him, it's going to garner humongous interest. I mean, let's face it, one of the big reasons Rogue One was a success is because people were excited to see Darth Vader. But now he's in every TV show. He's in the video games. Like, did he really need to be in Jedi Fallen Order? Like, really? Did he need to be hanging out at the Inquisitor Tower? I feel like he's beyond that he wouldn't just be hanging out there. He's number 2 in the galaxy. I just don't see him just hanging out there. And then in Jedi Survivor, there's no reason for him to be in that. And then Seer makes him look weak. She beats him up really bad. So you're kind of like, not only are they putting him in too many things, they're also making him look weak at times and kind of dumb, like I said in the Kenobi show. And there's other things in the Kenobi show as well. I mean, I could go on and on and on. I reviewed it. Check out the reviews. The list is long of the dumb things that Darth Vader does, which reduces that cold, calculated villain. And the less he's on screen, the more cold and calculated you can make him. Because if you have him constantly on screen saying things and doing things, it just loses its luster after a while, and he doesn't feel as scary and cold and calculating. Going back to Gary Kurtz's interview, the original plan was you don't even see Palpatine till the end of episode 9. And that's when Luke and his sister, not Leia, would fight him and defeat him finally. Now, in the end, we did see Palpatine at the end of episode 6. Throughout the original trilogy, you barely saw him. I mean, you saw one or two, or is it 3 hologram messages, and that's like all. So he's not really very much in it, and then he's in it in Jedi a bit, but a very small amount overall, very, very small amount, which gives you that aura of, the Emperor's, like when the one Imperial officer's like, Vader's giving him crap because the Death Star's taking too long, and he's like, the Emperor's coming here, like in Jedi, to inspect what's going on. That's like, and he's super scared because probably he's never even met him. Like, that's freaky, right? Like, oh my gosh, the Emperor's coming here? Oh no. So less is more. Less is more with Darth Vader. They keep putting him in everything. It waters it down. It's not as interesting, and it's not as exciting when you do see him because you just see him all over the place. That's my opinion. That's for me. If you guys really just want him in everything all the time, please comment down below and let me know. If you agree with me, you can also comment down below. And if there's anything I missed or something else he's in, please let me know as well. But overall, let me know what you think. Is less more with Darth Vader? Do you agree with me? Let me know. And thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Feel free to check out my other content on my channel, including my sequels reimagined and my reviews of the Kenobi show, all those things, as well as the Gary Kurtz interview analyzed. And have yourselves a really good day.